Hey everyone, George here. Welcome back to the channel. So, as I told you a couple of weeks ago, I was going to revamp this tank here. As you can see, it's completely different. This is the 75-gallon JBJ tank that has roughly 5 discus fish in it. There's 3 that you're seeing here, a 4th one up the top here. But yeah, there's a 75-gallon tank here that I totally tore down and put back together just a few days ago, and I am not happy with this at all. I made some huge mistakes on the substrate side of things, and I'm concerned long term that this is not going to go well. Now, as you can see, what's happening here basically is it's cloudy all the time. The sand particles are very light. They move around in any kind of current. This is not even a fast-moving current tank. In fact, it's minimal at best, and the substrate is moving around a lot. You can see it. I'll show you later on in the video here. I'll show you where it's gathering in places. Just you can move the nozzles all around as much as you want, and the sand moves in just different areas. So basically what that tells me is the sand is way too light and would be best suited for a marine tank. Now, the sand itself doesn't say whether it's marine or freshwater. It's basically made by Caribbean Sea, and it does tell you on there that it's for salt or fresh water. So my assumption was that it was going to be fine, but the problem I ran into is it's way too light. The secondary thing that I don't like about this is I got started with the planting of the plants and found that there just wasn't enough places to put plants with cracks and crevices, so I'm going to have to do a lot of gluing of plants to some of the smaller pebbles that are with this stone setup that I got here to make it look more natural, number one, and number two, to keep these plants in place. And so I'll be doing that in this video, and in the end I will show you how this turned out so that you can see exactly what I mean by the difference between a small amount of plants and plants that are strategically placed in here, and what a difference it will make. Now, the rock formations I laid out myself, so they're going to be very similar when I'm done here. And I think that it's a nice setup. It just looks a little bit barren right now. There's not enough life in here as far as plant life goes. And I'm also probably going to add a piece of wood to that center stone there. And I've got a small piece that just kind of fits right in that spot and gives it a little bit more of a full look. And that's what I'm hoping for here. Now, as far as fish stock in here, basically I do have some tetras. I've got some Siamese algae eaters. I've got a couple of different plecos. But if you look right down in that area where I was just pointing, you can see on that rock there's a lot of sand piled up there. And that's not from plecos or anything like that digging up and moving that sand around. It basically just gathers there no matter what I do. I pointed the nozzles in different directions and so forth, and it just doesn't stop blowing around. So again, as far as fish stock goes in here, I've got 5 discus fish in here. I also have, like I said, some tetras. I have some plecos. I have Julie cories in here, or Sorbet cories. I'm not sure which, to be honest with you. I'm pretty sure they're Sorbet cories because they've got the black sort of flag type dorsal fins, so that indicates to me, besides the very fine pattern on them. If you don't know Julie cories and Sorbet cories, they're very, very similar to each other. One's just a little more bold with its pattern, and The Julie Corey is a little less bold with the pattern, but does have that black dorsal fin that kind of gives it away. So I do have that in here, and a couple of Siamese algae eaters. If I didn't mention that, I think I did. And there are also some Bolivian ram cichlids in here. There are a couple of those, two males and a female, and that's really about it. Now I plan on adding a couple of more discus in the end here, and I will show you that in this video when I've completed it. So I hope you'll stick around while I make some changes here and see where I'm coming from as far as the type of situation I'm in. If you look closely here, you can see some of the ram cichlids that are hanging out at the bottom. That's the female and a male, and good, just beautiful fish. I think Bolivian rams are one of the few ram cichlids that are really miscategorized and characterized, I should say, and not thought to have much color to them, but they really are beautiful fish if they're in the right setting and the water's nice and sharp and clean. They seem to do really well, and so I enjoy having them in with discus fish especially. They're good bottom feeders. They keep the tank clean, is just like the corridoras do. And again, that's our stock in here right now. I don't plan on changing it much. There were a few let's see, bloodfin tetras in here, but I've gotten most of those out of here, and I've put them in with a larger group of bloodfins in another tank. So yeah, that's kind of where we're at on this. So we're going to tear this thing down. We're going to make it look better. I'm going to show you what that looks like in the end here. And as you can see where I'm pointing right here, this is another example of where sand seems to move out of the areas where I want it the most, and ends up drifting around in areas where I'm constantly having to groom it and clean it, and I'm not really interested in doing that. So we're going to put a heavier South American red sand in here, which I've used many times. I've been having a little trouble with the company that makes this stuff because it's inconsistent as far as color goes. Each package that you get of it, it's slightly different, and that makes it hard to match them exactly. So I have to be extremely diligent about what I'm mixing together, because sometimes the two colors, if you don't mix them both and you mix them or pour them into the tank separate from each other, you end up looking like you have two different colors, and that's certainly something I don't want to have. I'm going to use about 11 or 12 pounds in this one, just with a light dusting, and hopefully that looks good. Enjoy the video. Thank you for checking in with me. Subscribe, comment, share, all the good things, and hopefully we will see you on the next one. Till then, I'm out of here.